Dude, I heard you're working for Marvel now.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
You must be raking in the dough. I'm not making that much. I'm just starting out. Oh, really? Well, what's your page rate? Well, that much? Yeah, but I guess the idea is if I gain a good following, then I can release an original indie book. Yeah, I guess that's cool. Or you could just go straight to the indie book and retain all the rights. Hello, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today we're gonna dive deep into the question that many aspiring comic artists face. Do you chase the dream working for the giants like Marvel and DC? Or do you forge your own path and become an independent creator? It's a tale of two very different journeys, each with its own short-term perks and long-term potential. So today, let's break down the financial incentives, digital opportunities, and merchandising magic for both. Stick around. First up, let's talk about becoming a Marvel or DC artist. The immediate allure is undeniable. Working on iconic characters like Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, gaining massive exposure, and being part of a legendary publisher. Who wouldn't want that? Man, the opportunity to work on something like Superman or Conan, man, I would love that. In the short term, working for a major publisher typically means a page rate. For a penciler just starting out at Marvel or DC, rates can range from around $150 to $300 US per page. And the cover rates for Marvel, it's around $600 for artists that are just starting out. While this might sound decent, consider the time it takes. If a penciler averages 8 hours a day for a full page, producing 24 pages a month, that's a full-time commitment. Yeah, you get a steady paycheck and the prestige of working on a well-known title. However, the long-term picture for up-and-coming new work-for-hire artists at the big publishers is often challenging. Your work is owned by the company, and while you build an incredible portfolio and gain some great industry recognition, the direct financial upside from the intellectual property itself is limited. Raises can be infrequent. A long-term benefit here is more about career stability, networking, and the potential to parlay that experience into other more lucrative projects, rather than owning a piece of the pie. Those big superhero universes are owned by corporations. Disney owns Marvel, and Warner Brothers owns DC Comics, and they're not really concerned about publishing comic books and telling great comic stories. They're more concerned about turning them into other properties. It's the IP that is important to them, and being able to make films and merchandise is their main focus because that's where they're really going to earn their money. But what if you're an independent comic creator and you're building your own empire? Now let's look at the indie comic creator. This path is often seen as riskier, but it offers a completely different set of rewards. What do short-term challenges and opportunities look like for independent creators? Well, in the short term, going indie means you are likely wearing many hats. The writer, you're the artist, letterer, marketer, and publisher. Initial income can be non-existent or very low if at all. However, modern digital platforms have revolutionized this. Sites like Webtoons, Tapas, and using Patreon or Global Comics have revolutionized this. Creators are able to publish digitally and earn revenue immediately. Creators can earn anywhere from 25% to 50% of the profits from digital comics. Depending on their engagement and the popularity on their social platforms, incentives are growing. Print on demand or POD services like Comics Wellsprings means you don't need to invest thousands in printing a large run of physical comics anymore. You can just print comics as they're ordered, reducing the financial risk and making physical copies accessible to fans of your digital comics and content. You can create direct-to-consumer sales through your own website. using platforms like Etsy or starting your own Shopify store to sell your own comic and merch, allowing you to keep a much larger percentage of the sales compared to traditional distribution. Now let's look at long-term ownership and growth. The true power of being an independent creator shines in the long term. You own 100% of the intellectual property. This means that every character, every story, every world that you build and create is yours. This ownership opens up massive opportunities. Royalties, for example. As the owner, you receive all royalties from your work, whether it's digital, print sales, or licensing deals. And then there's merchandising. If your characters gain traction, you can create and sell merchandise, t-shirts, action figures, art prints, enamel pins, and you keep the lion's share of the profits. This means this could become a significant revenue stream. Adaptations. Your comic could be optioned for a TV show, an animated series, a movie, or a video game. As the IP owner, you're in a position to negotiate substantial deals. If done right, and your comic builds a large following, direct-to-consumer or DTC power. By building a direct relationship with your audience, you control your brand, your pricing, your distribution, leading to higher profit margins and a dedicated fan base. The independent comic path is about building an asset. It's about creating a long-term business. It's an intellectual property that can grow in value over time, potentially leading to greater financial rewards and creative freedom than any work for hire or page rate position, even if it starts slower. So what's the verdict? Which path is right for you? Well, I think it really depends on your goals. Being a Marvel artist offers stability, immediate pay, and incredible exposure of your art. It's a fantastic way to hone your craft and to see your work on a global stage with beloved characters. However, it comes with limited ownership and royalty potentials. Independent creators? Well, that offers full creative control, complete ownership of your intellectual properties, and potentially unlimited long-term financial upside through royalties, direct sales, merchandising. But it demands significant upfront effort, business acumen, and a tolerance for initial financial uncertainty. The comics industry is currently experiencing immense transformation at the moment. With sales surging and the rapid digital disruption, both paths offer exciting opportunities in this evolving landscape. Ultimately, whether you choose to draw Spider-Man or create the next big indie sensation, passion, hard work, and continuous learning will always be your greatest assets. With digital opportunities growing and direct-to-consumer marketing, and a consumer market looking for something fresh and unique and not overly saturated like we see from Marvel and DC, I feel like the time has never been better to tell your story. And while I see a decline in quality in storytelling coming from the big two, Marvel and DC, as they struggle to connect with new audiences, I also see opportunity in the independent landscape. I spent over 20 years working in an animation studio, doing various jobs, storyboarding, character design. But while the paycheck was steady, I got way too comfortable, and all of my original creative ideas and comic book ideas and stories took a back seat to the comfort of collecting a paycheck. And while I'm extremely grateful for my career in animation, I'm also very aware of procrastination and putting off that original comic or story until the time feels right. Let me tell you right now, the time will never feel right. Don't wait 10, 20 years and then completely miss your creative opportunity. Stay hungry, don't get comfortable, and start your project today. It can begin as easily as designing your characters, and then story and momentum will follow after that. And if you're looking for inspiration, motivation, tutorials, and insights, then please subscribe and click the link below for a free posing template guide that you can get for free just down below. And if you want to help support this channel, then definitely check out my Patreon, where I will offer free digital products, tutorials, and a lot of behind-the-scenes work of what I'm working on. So while I continue to work on this channel and on my original comic, I still need to pay the bills, so any support would be greatly appreciated. So let me know, what are your thoughts? Are you aiming for the big league, or are you building your own universe? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more content, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any new uploads from me. Thanks for watching, all the best, and I'll see you in the next one.